If you're looking for a review video on the HP Officejet Pro Premier, stay tuned because that's what we're going to be doing today. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video. Today I've got the HP Officejet Pro Premier that I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing in this video. So stay tuned from the beginning all the way till the end. One of the first things I will mention is this is one of 4 videos that I'm going to be doing on this printer. This is the first one, the unboxing. Next will be a how to install or ink installation video, how to install the ink on this printer. I'm not going to be going too in depth in this video. I'm going to do a quick installation, but there will be a separate video for that linked in the description below. After that, there will be a print quality test review, which is where I'm going to take this printer, print off a bunch of different photos, and see how it does with its print quality in general. And then lastly, I'm going to be showing you how to repair this printer if anything ends up happening with it, where it's not printing a certain color, it's printing blank pages. You will be able to solve the problem and continue printing. I'm going to quickly mention the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. If you are currently looking to buy a new printer because your current printer is not printing a certain color, it has choppy prints, or it's faded, the solution is the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. This is a cleaner that you can purchase. It's linked in the description below. And what this cleaner does is it allows for you to flush out the system and continue printing normally again. So if you fit in that criteria, you may want to purchase this cleaning kit. There are instructions on this channel where you can go in the search bar of this channel, search out your printer model or something similar to it, and see if you are able to use this cleaning kit on your current printer so that you don't have to spend money on a new one. Alright, lastly, before we get to unboxing this printer, if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions at all about anything I do here in the video, comment below. And if you want more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Alright, that's enough of me. Now let's get right into unboxing this printer. Alright, so opening up the box on this HP Officejet Pro Premier, the first thing we have is the manual. Also in that packaged paper, you're going to have an access code for the ink that you're going to end up getting a credit for, which is a substantial credit. We'll go into that later on in the video. But opening everything else up, you should have some ink cartridges, a power cable, and then from here you're just pretty much unpacking, removing all of the blue tape, removing all of the plastic, so that you are able to begin the setup on this printer. Alright, so taking the first look at this printer, and it looks very good, very presentable. I'll go more into the look of the printer later on in the video, but if this is what you're looking for an office setting, you want something that's presentable, this is the printer for you. So from here, we're just doing everything we need to do to prep the printer to be able to get to the point where we can set up. We're now installing or plugging in the power cable to the printer, which is on the back. You also have a to B USB cable, which can connect directly your printer to your computer. And you also have some other connections there that may be relevant to you. We are going to be connecting wirelessly, but if for whatever reason you did want to connect directly, you're able to do that. Here you have your setup instructions and manual. If I miss anything here in the video, please refer to that manual. It has everything that you need to do, and actually you should be doing that alongside this video. So you're selecting your country, your language, and then you're getting to the point where it is asking that you install the ink cartridges. Now, the installation of the ink cartridges, if you've done this in the past, this video is sufficient for you. Now, if you need some help and you don't quite know how to install these ink cartridges, aside from me really quickly showing you here, there's going to be a video in the description below under the title Videos. And that is where you can find an instructional video of me showing you how to install the ink cartridges. Once you've installed the ink cartridges, the printer is then going to direct you to print an alignment page. Now we're going to take a quick look at the paper tray. It is a very standard, aside from the one feature that you are able to adjust from 8.5 by 11 you're able to extend out to 8.5 by 14, and that's this feature that I'm using here. You're able to pull out and extend if you do end up having pages that end up being 14 inches longer. Instead of 11 inches, they're 14. You can extend it, or you can just use the standard 8.5 by 11. Alright, so now I'm installing my paper into the paper tray. Now remember, I'm going to be printing an alignment page here, but if you wanted a print quality test, that's me printing off photos and a double-sided document, which this printer is double-sided compatible, so that is a benefit if you're looking for that. There will be another video, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, of that print quality test of me testing the printer so that you're able to see the print quality. So check that out if you're interested in that. Here's the alignment page. We are placing it on the glass scanner, and once it scans that page, the print head will then be aligned. That's just going to help you overall in general throughout the duration of your usage of the printer. So here in the video, I'm going to show you how to connect wirelessly from your smartphone to the printer. If you're connecting direct, this does not apply. I will have some comments after this initial setup. So you're going to want to download the HP app. That QR code is going to direct you to this page where you are able to install the HP Smart app. Once it takes you to this page, and of course I'm using an iPhone, Android is going to be a little different, but about the same. You're going to download this app. Once it's downloaded, you're opening it up, and through the app, you are going to be able to go through the process. You're going to have to accept some of these disclaimers, and then it's going to take you to a page where you're going to have to create an account. If you don't already have an account, you create one so that you can move forward. And once that's installed and you have created an account, you go through your Bluetooth, and you will begin the process of adding the printer and even adding it to your network. Once the printer is added to your network, it's going to be very easy to print with AirPrint wirelessly with multiple devices. I'm going to cut some parts of this process out because there is some of my personal information in this, but you should get to this point where it will then ask you to click on a check mark that is showing up on the printer's touchscreen, and this is the point where the printer has been connected, and it is asking you now to create an account. So there's 2 times where you're going to have to create an account, and if you already have an account, just use your credentials. And once you're able to get to this point, you're just moving forward and selecting or agreeing to the different disclaimers once again. At this point, you're then choosing your ink plan. I didn't quite understand this, but I did end up going with one of these, and you have a credit of $288. This may be different for you, but for me it was $288 for their ink system plan, which is where they send ink to you once you've run out or before you run out. Once you've completed all of that, which is a mouthful and is a lot to understand, but once you are setting it up, you will have a better understanding. It will ask you to print this page, and you have completely set up the printer with your smartphone. Okay. If you are looking to connect directly with your PC, there is a whole nother process, and I'm going to have to direct you to the user manual or the setup manual that comes with the printer. You do want to hold on to that page that has your access code to claim your ink credit, and of course this is only for this model, and your credit may be different than mine. It may not be exactly the same, but now you have completely set everything up. You can select a different option for the ink plans. I selected the $4.99 just because I didn't completely understand exactly what they were asking. It seemed like it was a monthly subscription, but it's not. They're giving you a credit. So I may go back and edit that. But here on this printer screen, you have a lot of different options. You have a lot of different things to do. You have a lot of different controls. But one of the things I really like about HP is the functionality of the HP Smart app. You can do pretty much everything through the app, and it's very comprehensive, easy to use, and it's very smooth. Everything is easy to understand. And so that is one of the biggest benefits to owning this HP Officejet printer. The Epson printer app isn't quite there, and that was the previous printer that I had. I didn't really use the app because there was no reason to, but with HP it is comprehensive to the point where you most likely will be using it. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be testing it by wirelessly printing an email that I received. So I'm going to my AirPrint. This is through my iPhone, and I selected the HP Officejet Pro 9010, which is the actual model of the Premier. And I'm going to print off one page. So this is my test to see if I fully was able to connect wirelessly. And yes, I was. That page is printed. So you should be able to reach this point where you are able to print and directly from your wireless device. Now, an option that you also have is you can connect directly. Also, you can have your wireless connection to your smartphone, to your iPad, to your other tablet devices, or laptop, and then you can be directly connected to your PC. That's how I have it as well, because PC is not as easy to connect wirelessly, although you can still do it. It takes a whole nother setup process. Now here you're seeing the HP Smart app and all of the different options that you have in the app. So I highly encourage you to go this route if you have a smartphone. Take the time, follow the steps in this video, and if you need some more guidance, there is some guidance through the setup manual that they give you in the box. You can scan the QR code with your camera, and you should be able to get some instructions on how to do it that way. Now, along with all of the options in the app, of course, you have a lot of different options just with the printer. But many times it's sometimes easier to use your smartphone. And what I'm doing here is I'm checking my ink levels. So you can do this on the printer and you can do it through your smartphone. And it's actually a little bit more comprehensive on the smartphone, to showing you when you're going to need another set of ink cartridges. So it's all very complex stuff. However, it is to your benefit if you're able to learn this and you're able to understand all of the different functionality, or not all of it, but a lot of it. You're going to be able to benefit from using this printer. So the reasons you would buy this printer is, first, it is very presentable. If you have an office where you need to look presentable and you want clients that are coming in to see a printer that looks nice, that maybe even matches the aesthetic of your office, this printer is going to do exactly that. Aside from that, if you have multiple employees or you and somebody else need to use the printer, it's very comprehensive with the HP Smart app. It has all the different functionality you could need. It has your automatic document feeder on the top to be able to scan documents. You can even scan them directly to email. And aside from that, if you needed to print photos, you have your USB drive on the side of it. You can scan. You have all of the different functionality that you normally would have: copying, fax, regular printing, photo printing. You have a touch screen on the front, which is very, very useful. And of course, you have that ink credit. That is mostly what you're paying for with the price point on this printer. You saw that I had a $288 ink credit. And so eventually you may want to opt out of that so you don't get charged monthly once that credit is over. But initially, that is going to help you tremendously. And they claim that for up to 2 years, you're going to have ink delivered to your door and you won't have to buy ink. I think that's a decent offer, but mainly I got this printer for the looks. How it looks, the reliability of it. I've seen the reliability over the course of the reviews that I've done on these types of printers and purchasing them for my personal acquaintances and family members. So I trust HP. This is what I went with, and I highly recommend it to you. Again, there's a link for it in the description below, along with some other links of other products I may have mentioned in this video. I hope that this video was helpful. If it was helpful, please make sure to like. If you have any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.